Hello YouTube, Reddit Math here, and welcome back to Jagged Alliance 2. Today's episode should be that short episode that I was expecting in the last time that ended up in a defending Grum scenario. Also, I do need to clear out the two random soldiers that fled and managed to take the central sector of Grum. We're just going to go ahead and start
Might be worth a look.
time a-moving and see if we can't get our squad 3 here to encounter something in the south. Yeah, remember the 60 strong force I was talking about earlier? That is them. They've basically just been wiping the floor with whatever they encounter. That was in J6. Right through there. So yeah, the combined forces of those two together, absolutely wrecking things. And,
That's complete. Next.
Okay, that's it for this job. Anything else?
I'm up to date, man.
All right. We'll stop time compression, continue to train militia, put both these guys onto training up their marksmanship a little bit further. Both static. Not so much static, but definitely Vince could use the extra marksmanship points. And oh my god, they strike again. See if a dozen soldiers manage to take out any of them. Yeah, that's the problem. They've not really lost any of the strength from that force as they've kind of steamrolled everything they've encountered. A bit unfortunate. Alright, and finally, Squad 3 has noticed someone in Sector I-11 Plains. Let's go ahead and stop there, and we'll drop into the Plains sector. Now, I have a good idea of who this is going to be, but we shall find out for sure momentarily. We should have a couple of fairly, awesome leadership characters. Yeah, now that Miguel is traveling with us, he can be our face. And Miguel, you come over here. Others, come down to the house for me.
I care. Yes.
Okay, so we have a little barn with suspicious lack of entryway into what is clearly another room. Very large outer building, but no way to get to the other half of it. Let's poke.
Agreed.
Oh no, let's poke around. Oh my god, so many misclicks.
I ready.
Let's poke around in here. Where's the door?
It's
There we
good.
go. Kick it.
Crap.
No. Kick it again. Yay. Okay. So we've got a little house here, if I remember correctly. So this is like a set piece. This barn and house can show up in a handful of random sectors depending on just the start of your game, and where it's going to be is random, but
Yes?
the set piece itself is always static. It's just been a while since I've done it. There we go. So there's a switch inside this little cabinet, and
Got it.
as we activate it, we come back up to here, and we have now slid open a secret door.
Yes.
We're going to send Miguel in. You know what? Let's maybe put the assault rifle away for now, Miguel.
Easy now. I presume you to be the mercenaries people have been going on about. Well, you don't be messing with Dr. Cairns. I'd be wearing the same jersey as you.
Well, that's good to hear. We are those mercenaries, in fact. So this is Madlab, or Dr. Cairns. We'll go ahead and be friendly with him.
I'm sure you probably heard already. I can see it in your eyes. Wondering what I'm doing here. Has he really left the employ of the Queen? Well, I have. The nerve of her using my passion against me. Don't get me wrong, I don't mean sexual passion. Goodness, no. Why, even the thought could put me out of commission for weeks. No, I mean science. My research. That's my passion, it is. She gave my lab all the toys it could ever be needing. Why, there was nothing I couldn't do. Then you see, I got to questioning things, wondering about her motives. So I decided to take my head out of my work and take a proper look around. And you know what I saw? The same thing you see. People dying and suffering for that bitch. Never been such a greedy, evil woman to walk the earth. And so I left, just up and gone. And don't tell me you wouldn't have done different. Oh, and I'm not going back, no, not until I'm ready. And when I do, she'll play with her life. I'm deadly certain of it.
So we found another big fan of the Queen. Madlab here has a former employee under the Queen, but definitely an axe to grind at this point. Let's go ahead and be direct with him.
You didn't hear this from me, but I tell you, the Queen's one crazy lady. One sick nut she is. I mean, they might call me Madlab, but I'm hardly the one who's mad here.
Fair. And maybe if we ask him to
You
join
must
our
be
cause?
joking. I got me enough trouble already.
Too bad. Okay. Friendly again.
You know, a good scientist, we take a vow almost, to help mankind and not destroy its creatures. Aye, but what she's done, you forgive me, but she's a cold bitch, and I'll do what I have to stop her.
Okay. And what do you have to?
Say, maybe I'm out of line here, but something just occurred to me. You see, in order to right the wrongs I've committed, I've been working on building this robot, and its purpose, well, it's to kill the Queen. I was planning to take her on myself, but I figure now you and the robot have a better chance. I mean, look at you. And friend, I'm not after glory. I just want her stopped, and I think you can do that. My robot, she's nearly done. All she be needing is a rifle and a video camera, and then she'll be the Queen's worst nightmare. I tell you, you gather me up what I need, and she's yours.
Lovely. Madlab's crafting the T1000 here in his basement. So we've gained a handy dandy side quest here, and as you can see, the little robot is hanging out. There's not like already a weapon on him. I can't quite tell, but the robot here was designed to go on a mission to assassinate the Queen. We can recruit him to our cause, although in order to do so, we're going to need a couple of things. A video camera, as well as the weapon of choice for the robot itself. Just kind of skimming what weapons we had. Of course, we weren't carting around a video camera on us, so that will mean most likely very much off camera. I'm going to go looking around the various sectors to see if I've got a video camera just like chilling somewhere. It's a random loot drop type item. We might also be able to go to like the electronics store and find one sold there. You see stuff like Game Boys have been dropping the entire game, so we might have one somewhere. I'm not gonna make you guys watch me comb over every sector, but I figured some of the larger ones where there was maybe a little bit better chance. Not spotting one right away, but we will find one, and when we do, it'll be time to come back here with a video camera and then whatever weapon we decide to give it. And I'm not sure how I want to go with that. The robot's pretty durable, can absorb a lot of hits, like takes reduced damage, that sort of thing. And so you're usually getting them out in front, which makes stuff like sniper rifles not make the most sense. I might end up doing some kind of heavier weapon, like a machine gun or something. I'd love to hear your input. There's plenty of commenters that have far more experience with the game and the decisions to make there. I don't always do the Madlab quest and recruiting the robot, so I've done it a few times. I remember the wonkiness of trying to give it rocket rifles and that sometimes working and sometimes not due to the fingerprint scenario. But yeah, once we've located the necessary supplies, we'll certainly be coming back to complete Madlab's quest. For now, though, we're just going to move these guys
He's good.
along on their journey south to rejoin up with our B/C team at this point. They've kind of expanded a little bit. For future plans, I'm a little disappointed, honestly. We're getting hung up in Grum. Like this is too long that we have been here as we continue to have to defend it. And I'm probably not going to show me hunting down two guys, but I'm going to have to clean up the one sector of Grum that has fallen. And then I'm just back to the job of continuing to tramp the militia here. Hopefully no more assaults come and murder more of my militiamen, requiring me to start training all over again. But I was originally intending to sort of launch out of Baleem around the same time that I was launching out of Grum, head to Order, and head to Tixa. I'm reevaluating a little bit of that because I think we're going to be ready to leave Balim prior to being ready to leave Grum. We still do need to train up. Oh, I actually don't have the other sector. I need to move back there, I guess. But we need to continue to train up the militia in Balim just a little bit, but it's not going to take us nearly as long as getting all of the 5 sectors of Grum up and ready to defend themselves. Also, the giant roaming forces of the Queen that have started moving around are a little bit scary. Like, it wouldn't take much for a 45-man strong force to just like march into Cambria right now, and they might take it. I might end up with enemies at my back, and that's a little bit frightening. The previous safety that we're seeing from mobile militia sort of roaming around in here is all but lost. They will still roam those sectors, but unfortunately right now we just don't have any over there. We do have some roaming squads up here, over here. This is 20, is that's 2 10 pips. This is 10, fairly large force here. They're all just like hanging out in this nice safe patrol zone between Alma, Drassen, Cambria, etc., etc. Also, almost loyalty still kind of cranking up, so not quite at full capacity there for our income. Yeah, that could use a little bit of work. Okay. Well, so we're going to be moving those guys south, continuing to shore up Grum, and then finally getting a move on to launch assaults here in Tixa Norda. I imagine this is probably going to take me several play sessions to finally kind of get through and micromanage everything. Not anything super exciting there. If we get another defensive assault on something, I'll consider showing that off. But otherwise, maybe a few days until the next Jagged Alliance 2 video is ready to go up on the channel. Hope you guys are patient with me. I do appreciate that. And that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this, this quick little look, just the Madlab quest. We'll have more to do with that in the future to get everything completed. Once I track down the location of a video camera, we'll probably send somebody up there from the B team and just have them recruit the robot, bring him along with us, and he can join us for the assault on the Tixa prison. All right, guys, that's it for this episode. Feel free to subscribe for more videos on the channel every day. Leave a like or a comment if you have anything to say about this or any of my other videos, and I will catch you guys next time.